You're good. You can shop like crazy and have a lot of fun with us. I do want to feature, if you watched last hour, I know Aaron and of course Adam told you all about it. But as a reminder, if you are channel surfing and you have not seen the only offer we will do for the entire year, which is a phenomenal HP computer, biggest screen we've ever offered. And by the way, we throw in a printer with 6 months of the Smart Ink. This bundle is coming up later on in the hour. Hang with me. We've got great color choices and you can get it with or without Office. If you want to start shopping now, maybe you saw the hour and you're like, yeah, you know what, I'm kind of going to go for it. Without Office, I have all 4 colors, which is silver, rose gold, this new aubergine, which is pretty fabulous. And then the teal, the story on the teal is we still are okay if you don't need Office. You can always buy that separately. So all with these 3 with Office or without Office, and then these 4 without Office, these 3 with Office. There we go. And a massive savings, guys. It's not like it's $10 off. I did the math because I'm a complete nerd, and we're talking $650 off or $570 off. That's pretty amazing, but only here at HSN. All right, we're gonna jump into my very first item. Let's do it. It was very funny. So the other day, my brother calls me and he's like, how do you like Live Pure? And I go, oh my gosh, it's a great brand. And they were actually watching the presentation on this the other day, which I thought was pretty funny. And I said, oh gosh, it's a fabulous brand and it's such well regarded. And I said, you know, if you see something you love, yeah, definitely do not wait. And that was giving advice to my own brother. Now, my brother will call and tell me if I give him the wrong advice. Trust me, he does that. His name's Chip. And he will assure me that if he doesn't like one of our products, he lets me know that. So this one I gave him a thumbs up on. I said, yep, you and your partner should get this. You and Troy, you'll love it. All right, so why? This is our Oscillating Bladeless Fan with filtration. Now, everybody needs a fan because daggone, it's getting hot. I was hot coming in the studio. I was in my car and I'm just like, because it's hot, it's Florida, but it's gonna be hot everywhere. And you want a fan, but we also need filtration in our lives. And why buy 2 of those things separately when you don't have to? And that's where Live Pure comes in. They've actually taken some of the very best filtration of your air and given you a fan at the same time with incredible technology and a really cool look. Like it's completely bladeless, right? Which is really neat. All right, now when you think of bladeless fans out there or bladeless systems, typically you spend hundreds of dollars. You know what I'm talking about? Hundreds of dollars for a bladeless fan that does not filter the air. This actually gives you that bladeless technology that shoots the air out, makes everything nice and comfortable, and daggone, it's gonna give you incredible filtration. I'm gonna do the colors. Vonabelle's gonna jump all into it here in just a second. So here in the front, we have our beautiful graphite color. Then we have white. This is sage, this is black, and this is gonna be your red. And I love it because it's got this cool glow, and no one would ever know, like, oh my goodness, this is a really, really powerful fan. So how does it all work? What's the big deal? Well, Vonabelle's gonna share that with us right now. Miss Vonabelle, hello and welcome back.
Hello. Oh, thank you so much. You did such a great job. I do like Live Pure as well. But look at the power. You can see how this fan is spinning that pinwheel. But what happens if I move it away? And I move it away more and more, and see how fast it's still spinning? Why? Because this has great power and great projection. Now, typically, like Suzanne said, bladeless technology, you think, oh, I can't do that. My purse strings are not that big, $200, $300, $400. Not with Live Pure. Live Pure actually looked at the technology and said, you know what, we can do that and make it reasonable for everybody to have a bladeless fan. And why do you want bladeless? Well, there's a bunch of reasons, but here's one. So let's say this is your little dog or cat's tail. Guess what? Totally safe. You don't have to worry. Maybe that's little toddler fingers. Grandma, they come over and visit. The rest of the time, you don't have to worry about being a little more cautious. Here, you don't have to worry, moms. It's great to have because you could also put this on the floor then and when you're playing board games and get that cool breeze. So let me take you through what exactly happens with this. But first, I have this little balloon. Let me send that out to you. There, oh, right into the camera, and there it goes because of the projection.
That's a fun party trick, Vonabelle. Everybody should buy it just to do that for a party trick, because that's pretty funny.
I do think it would be great. You know what else is good for a party, Suzanne? The LED lighting.
Yes.
I actually put this out on my covered porch last year, and the lighting is so pretty as it's getting dark outside and you get this breeze. Really beautiful. So let's start with the air coming in, because it's a bladeless fan. That breeze has to hit your skin to cool you down. So we're going to bring that cool air in, and the first thing we're going to do is do a little filtration. You know why? Because the Live Pure is really good at filtration. We have it in our air purifiers, and I said, you know what? we do it so well, we can give our customer a little bit of filtration. It's our cocoa carbon. It's not a money pit either, by the way. You can vacuum it, you can rinse it in the sink. I've done that. You could use it or not use it. And so you're going to get filtered air. So if it has dirty air, on the other end, it's going to come out clean. This is new for 2022. Right here, I took off the cover so you could see. This is an aroma port. Now, maybe you have some essential oils at home that you already have, like I happen to have peppermint. I really like it. Neutral, great scent in the house. Well, you put your scent there, whatever you want. And now with that clean air, we're also going to send out scented air. Now, in the winter, sometimes that means scents that make you more comfortable, eucalyptus or camphor, but sometimes it's just one that brings you comfort, whatever you want. But Live Pure didn't want to leave you high and dry, so they actually came up with a package of 3 essential oils. And by the way, those essential oils have been created, made right here in the USA by aroma chemists. So they are eucalyptus, citrus, and the lavender. So those all come in one set in case you want it. Okay, so now we have this great air. It's scented, it's clean. It comes in, and down the bottom, what it does is it mushrooms, it builds, and then whoo, out the hoop comes this nice, big, strong breeze that's going to keep you cool all summer long. And that's so important. And you know what? You don't want one you have to hide. Now, if you get a traditional sort of ugly fan, next thought I've always had is, oh, wait, now where am I going to put it? Up in the attic, down in the basement? You could leave this one out all year long. It's beautiful. And here's something smart. Live Pure made the LED lights separate from the fan so that you could just use the lights. Let's say it's not fan season, you want to use your LED lights, you can. So Suzanne, you can see it's a great package.
Oh my gosh, it's awesome, and it looks good, and it feels great. You know what's really weird is it moves air really well when you're standing behind it, and I can feel the air in the studio moving. And I know it's not our AC system, because it normally doesn't feel like this. So it's actually shooting the air out, but it's a very, what they call smooth air. Now, for example, and when you hear the word smooth air, think of it like a smooth wine. You can drink a bottle of, I don't know, tickled pink, and that's not good wine. Okay, that's pretty nasty, right? That is not smooth wine. Or you could buy, like a, 1965, whatever French wine and be, oh, it's so smooth. It's the exact same thing with, believe it or not, the air comes out of your fans. I'm gonna show you an example of what she just talked about. How many of you have this in the window? Really nice, right? Well, what it is, because it's a blade system, even this and even that little guy down there, first off, this thing's filthy. I don't know where in the world we got this one, but it is disgusting, right? And there, you gotta look at here. Let's all gross out together. Come here, check this out. Okay. Hey, Dusty, can you go in really, really tight on this? Because it is truly one of the filthiest fans I've ever seen in my life. But, it's the reality. Look at how gross that is. Now, how the heck in God's green earth are you really going to get your finger in there with a little cloth and try to wire? Somebody would be anal enough to like take a Q-tip or a Q-tip. I'd be like, seriously, ain't got no time for that. But the problem is this, and this all do what's called choppy air. They hack at the air. So it actually feels almost like your eyes get dried out because it's like, ugh, it's almost chopping. It's called chopping the air. When you get something like this, and again, we know a brand that's out there that you can spend $500 on a bladeless fan. I mean, certainly you could buy that from us too if you want to, but why not get the exact same technology, and now you're getting this really smooth, beautiful breeze, this blowing. It's almost like you've been really hot outside and finally a breeze hits and you're just like, you literally put your arms out because you're like, oh, finally, oh my God, a breeze. That's what this feels like. I love the oscillation. I love the look of this. The fact that it is cleaning your air when you're using it actually, cuts down on a lot of bad things in your environment. And again, you're gonna get this really great look. I love the look of this. And you know what's really funny, Vonabelle? I find that it's really powerful in such a great space. It's not like it's a giant fan, but it really puts out a lot of that beautiful breeze.
Yeah, it does, and you need the power. So that's why I send the balloons out. That's why I spin the pinwheel. That's why we have a setup in the studio as well, and we even have a couple of visuals, because you need to know that this breeze is going to meet your skin. If the breeze doesn't meet your skin, you don't cool down. And maybe you want something because you came in with the groceries and it's so hot and you just want to stand in front of it, then put it on turbo, by the way, because there's low, medium, and turbo. But, maybe you were cutting the lawn. See that? That's like 8 feet apart, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And look at how it's still spinning though. So imagine that's your skin being cooled down. Now, every time summer comes, I always think, oh, okay, what do I need this summer? And maybe it's that you need a new hat, or you need renew your sunscreen, you need some from new last year, and you need a fan. And the fan even can add to your air conditioning system, because many of us have a room where the AC is just not that great. So this will help enhance that AC. Also, if you have floor registers in your house, put this near the floor register. It'll pick up the cold air coming out of the AC vent on the floor and spread it in the room.
Push it in the room,
which is great. And
that's great advice.
Yeah. And then also thinking of the spreading, so this unit also has rotate feature, which I love, because then you're pushing the air to the left and to the right and to the middle. And my friends who wear contacts have told me that they only want a rotating fan, or oscillation, that's the other word, because then your contacts aren't taking a continual drying breeze. It's a break, so that's important. Now, all of the great features that I've talked about, the LED lights, the rotation, in addition, timer, are not only right here on the front of the unit, but on the remote. Because if I tell you this can reach you 8 feet away, you're in that comfy chair, maybe the lazy boy I saw being advertised yesterday and today, that you don't want to have to get up. Well, you don't have to get up, because here's your remote. It has your off on, has your speed, low, medium, turbo, and then it has the rotation feature and a timer. Say you want to set it while you're sleeping and maybe go off after you've gotten in a deep sleep, or you're working for a few hours and you want that breeze. That's a nice feature. And then your lights. So you have white, green, purple, and blue, your choice. You can pick whatever color you want. And I say, if you want to decorate very easily for Christmas, I say get the red unit, turn on the green light, and be done with it. What do you think, Suzanne?
Yes, I think Santa would be very happy about that. You're the coolest fan ever, right? But you got to remember, it's also a filtration system. I think that's so important. These guys, you can spend close to the same amount of money, or you go out and buy, you know, a $24.99 fan, and it sounds bad, it's rattling in your window, and you're like, oh my gosh, anything for a breeze. Or spend just a little bit more today, and it's on sale. We have free shipping, that saves you even more money. And I love our 5 Flex all weekend. Actually, it ends tonight. We are at $20 to get this home, and really experiment it and try it out yourself. Because the thing is you're like, okay, you know, I gotta have a fan, I need a fan, or whatever it might be. Get this at home, you've got 30 days. If it doesn't change your environment and you feel better, or at night, you know, you sweat to death when you're sleeping at night, and now all of a sudden you get some relief, then please send it back. You know, we're more than happy to refund your money. But you wanna take advantage of the feature price, and especially that with the Flex Pay and the free shipping, because that all ends tonight at midnight. It's almost kind of like a mini Today's Special, because that complete offer right there will not be available tomorrow. So you've got it tonight. Now, just update, if you want the graphite gray, which I think is beautiful, that is the most popular, the most limited is my sage. I do believe it. I always talk about this white and black. Think of a white kitchen, how clean and pretty that is. And if it's gift giving, or you're gonna put it in any room, white works. But I want you to think about the black like this. You ever go past a house and they have a white picket fence, and you go, oh, what a pretty white picket fence. Or you go past a house, they have a black fence, and you really don't even notice the fence. Or you think, oh, it's very elegant. That is, to me, the difference between buying the black or the white. The black kind of dissolves away into your environment, into a room. The white is clean and pretty. So just think about those two colors, because I think they're the most decorator friendly. But there is a long summer in store for us. It's hot all summer long. And sometimes all it takes is that awesome little breeze. Vonabelle, while we've got about a minute, I do want you to go through the filtration system. Okay. We don't have to buy anything more to keep this filtering, do we?
No, no, you don't. Live Pure was very thoughtful. They said, you know, we do filtration so well. Let's give a little bit of filter so that that air gets cleaned a little bit. So it's our cocoa carbon filter. It's easy. You could vacuum it. You could rinse it in the sink. You could use it or not use it. It's totally up to you. So it was just an added feature from Live Pure, but it will filter VOCs, which is volatile organic compounds, fur, hair, dust, pet hair, dander. And trust me, if you have pets, you will see that. So that's the first thing that it hits. Then adding your aroma, that's new this year. Take your aroma, whether it's yours or a Live Pure set that's available, drop it on there, and now whatever scent you chose gets wafted into the air for you to enjoy. Then that air is gathered down here because it's bladeless, which means it's safe. You can touch it, no problem for the kids or the pets. And then it's projected out the hoop, scented and cleaned, whatever you would like. It's such a great value. And then the LED light is also included. So it makes really nice packaging. You don't have to hide this, Suzanne.
No, because it's pretty and it's a small footprint, but it's really, really powerful. It doesn't look great. Like, it's super cool. All right, Vonabelle, we got to roll. Thank you so much for being with us this afternoon.
Okay.
I guess this evening as we
My
head into
pleasure.
the evening. Thanks, Vonabelle. Hey guys, too, again, the 5 Flex, the free shipping of that price, only good till midnight tonight. I know we've sold about 400 of them at this point, and if you do want that graphite, that is the most popular. Those little essential oils, you would be kind of fun too, is like you can use any essential oils that you want. Obviously, it's easier to buy ours, but you can buy any. Imagine doing peppermint during the holidays. How fun would that be? If you really want to create that Christmas feeling and you're pumping out peppermint in the room, or I don't know, smell of a pine tree or something, that would be so awesome. All right, what am I doing next? Okay, guys, little heads up. Many of you already went ahead because you saw last hour's presentation of the today's special, which is that incredible HP. Guys, it's the only HP laptop we're doing that includes a printer, an HP printer with it. And it's the only one we will do as a today's special for the entire rest of the year. So before we get to that, I kind of want you to think about what are your needs for a new printer or a new laptop. Maybe you've got someone going off to college, heading into high school. Maybe you're sick of everybody being on your computer and your printer and you want your own. Please stick around. We're going to do a really in-depth look at it in a couple of moments, so I hope you can stay with us. And if you're thinking about getting the teal, we're down to the final quantities that comes without Microsoft Office, because with Office in the teal is already gone. All right, let's talk about Netgear. Okay, Netgear is a really, really great name. In fact, they're one of the greatest names when it comes to your home Wi-Fi system. And a lot of people say, like, especially if you have a computer at home or you're thinking about buying our today's special and you're like, I just got a new computer. Why is my system so slow? Well, it's not your computer, especially our today's special. It's lickety-split fast. It actually is going to be your Wi-Fi system. And a lot of times you're like in one part of the house and it doesn't work really well, and it just becomes very frustrating. Well, Netgear is the go-to name. They are the best of the best when it comes to a whole home mesh Wi-Fi system. Now, Joe's joining me. I want to go right to him because I want Joe to explain. He's going to talk about a mesh. And I want you to think about like a batter's cage, you know, or think about a big bubble all around your house, like a balloon that's been blown up, or a bubble. Let's do a bubble all the way around your house. This is going to create that mesh so you don't have any weak spots in your house. You don't have to hold a hanger and foil and tape it to your head to be on your Wi-Fi. Or if you have a really bad Wi-Fi, this is going to be able to completely transform that online experience. And here's why people are getting it, because more and more stuff's going on Wi-Fi. There are refrigerators that are talking to you when you're in the grocery store. Hey, get some milk. The refrigerator on your Wi-Fi is telling your phone to go get you some milk. We have lights and systems like your Ring system that all works on a Wi-Fi. So you've got it, and there's more demands on it. Especially everybody's at home, I'm telling you, even my husband and me alone, we're putting so many demands on our Wi-Fi, but this is gonna really boost and give you a bigger experience in that system. All right, is Joe ready? We're gonna jump right to him. Joe, how did I do on my explanation? Because I don't really like wearing foil. It's not a good look for me.
I know, it's like the old 80s. You see a salon, everybody's got foil in their head to get a better reception. You know, you're talking about the things in your house. The average home has 27 things that are connected to the internet. 27.
Wait, Joe, is there some we don't think of?
Oh, 100%. Oh. Well, you think of, okay, my computer, that's an obvious one. But you think about like my family of 4. Each one of us has a laptop. Okay, so that's 4 connections. Each one of us has a cell phone that as soon as we walk into the house, it connects to Wi-Fi. Now I'm up to 8. We have Ring doorbells. We have Ring security cameras. We've got Googles. We've got Alexas. We've got smart TVs. You have a smart watch. Like all these things start to add up. And then before you know it, you're like, why is the internet so slow? It's because when we first brought wireless to our house, you know, it was around 2012, 2013. Well, back then, there was only one thing that connected to the internet, and it was your computer. But now, as you add more things, did you change out the one thing that controls the internet to your house? True. And it's what's called a router. If you're still using a router from 2013, when the cable company first installed it to your house, wait until you try this. Because the most popular speed out there in America is actually a wireless G. It's 54 megabytes of speed. This one, we're actually giving you 2 of them, and then they can handle up to 1,800 megabytes of speed, or now 33 times the speed. 33 times faster than the most popular router that's out there. But we're not just giving you one.
This will make it 33 times faster. 33 times.
It will.
That's extraordinary.
Absolutely.
It is extraordinary.
The numbers, and it's instant. It's not like, oh, I'll see the speed a month from now. As soon as you plug in your phone yesterday from today, it's going to be faster. Your iPad yesterday from today, it's going to be faster. That smart TV that you're watching Netflix on, it's going to be faster because now you have something that's designed for 2022, not designed from 2012. This is designed for the future. When we start talking about 4K, 4K didn't even exist back in 2012 when the most popular router in America was created. Now we're talking about so much more demand on our router. I know some of us get frustrated too, because you're like, I bought a new phone, I bought a new tablet, I got a new computer because the internet was slow, but then you're connecting it to that old device. This really is the heartbeat of your entire internet throughout your home. Now the cool thing is, we're not giving you one, because if you get one, you're probably gonna have dead zones. We're giving you two to double the range. So now not only have a speed that's 33 times faster, we're giving you up to 3,000 square feet of coverage throughout your house. So now you can have one downstairs, put one upstairs. Have one on one side of the house, put it on the other side of the house. Look at those circles, not just inside the house. Would you like to have the internet access on your patio, out and near the poolside,
in the
driveway? You now have access to it because we're doubling it. So Suzanne, these are the most common problems. People say, my internet's too slow.
Right.
We're instantly giving you faster speed. And then they say, I have dead zones. I can't go to that room. I get no signal. Now we're doubling the range with two routers here.
Okay, so here's the scoop, guys. We're $72 off right now for this system. You're getting free shipping. We have free shipping all day today on all electronics. That's gonna go away. The 5 Flex goes away tonight. So if here's my question. When was the last time you looked at your router? And if you go to your router right now and it's got about 3 inches of dust on it, chances are, or even, I don't know, 1 inch of dust, you've got a really old router. So if you have been frustrated saying, why is my computer that I bought a couple years ago so daggone slow? It is the demands are so much higher. If you have spots in your house, like, you know what happens when you go home and your phone uses your Wi-Fi, you're not using your minutes on your phone. So it saves you a ton of money. But what happens is you have to go to the corner of one room to get a decent signal for your phone. Do not do this. Grab this and think of the money you'll save simply because you're not eating up all your time that you use for your cell phone bill, right? So that's right there is going to save yourself a ton of money. And then once you get faster and speedier like this, and this is lightning fast, it does change your online experience dramatically. Things you couldn't do in the past, you'll be able to do. Your computers will act like they've gotten a refresh. I mean, it's really pretty amazing. Now, Joe, I do want to explain, if someone's got one of those old routers they've had for years, and maybe they're paying for it monthly, what happens when they get this home?
This is a piece of cake thing. It's going to take 5 minutes to physically set this up, 5 minutes on the Netgear app. Let me show you what your old configuration looks like. You probably have a line, a cable line's coming out of the wall. It goes into what they call a modem. This unscrambles the signals, so now you can have internet in your house, TV in your house, and that whole thing. But that plugs into a router. Now, if this is the router, if this one looks like yours, it's flat, it's square, it's black, this is the most common router in America. This was designed in 2014, and more people in America are using this router than any other router in America. It's crazy, but all you have to do is you unplug it. There's a big, looks like a large phone line on the backside. Now you get 2 squares. There's only one of them that has a little yellow dash that says the internet. So you plug that in to where the internet is, boom, that's it. And that's the one on the left. See that little yellow dash? That's the wrong router. You plug that in, you got it. Now the second one, walk halfway across the other side of the house, just plug it into the wall. Any power outlet that you have, it could be on a hanging shelf, could be in the kitchen, could be in the bedroom, wherever you have on the other side of the house, you plug this other one in. So now you physically have brought faster internet to your house. Now the only thing you have to do next is Netgear. I love what they do. They give you a very simple app. I know a lot of us are like, I hate apps. The app is a good thing. It's going to walk you through a couple simple steps. They want to make sure you have a password on here, so now your neighbors aren't stealing your Wi-Fi and making sure you're getting the speeds that you have. There's also parental controls on there too. If you want to limit the kids' usage, you can do that. Or in my case, my son doesn't want to go to bed, boom, I can pause the internet. He's in bed because his Xbox doesn't work anymore. So now you can easily control
You're
that too.
You're an evil man. What an evil father. You're just like, oh, sorry.
Hey.
You hear him in the other room going, oh, schmicker, Ricky, dad, turned it off. But again, no, you do have those kind of controls. It actually is really brilliant. Guys, I just give you an update. I've got about 850, and then that's it, and it's sold out, and we're in like 80 million households. It's just like a handful. This will absolutely transform your entire online experience, whether it's your phone, your tablet, your computer, whether you've got smart devices, your Ring. Think about your Ring doorbell. That's all using your internet. So if things are going slow, your computer is just like slow as molasses. You really find out when everyone's there, you're just like, how come it's taking me so long to get anything done? Or even the download of something is taking longer. See, what happens is you don't realize it could be a lot faster because you haven't upgraded. So I think, Joe, what's gonna happen is they're gonna plug it in and go, really? I could have downloaded that document that much quicker? And people just don't realize how slow and really ancient their old router is.
Well, especially it frustrates me because I understand the technology. When I see my cable company says, we have new, faster speeds, pay a little bit more, get a faster speed. But when was the last time they came out and changed the router? Because that's how fast the speed is going to be in your house. And if they haven't done it, when you get this, no monthly fees to it whatsoever, no subscriptions to it. And like my cable company, they charge $8 a month for that old router from 2014. This, it's going to pay for itself in a little over a year because you're getting two routers to give you that distance. And the speed difference is like going from 54 miles an hour to 1,800 miles an hour, 33 times faster. And if you think, I can't do this, this is exclusive tech support just for HSN customers. Suzanne, they have 90 days. Call as many times as you want. If you want to make sure you're getting the fast speed that your internet company says, if you want to make sure that it's set up properly, you want to make sure you have passwords set up, you've got tech support just for HSN customers. Call as many times as you want.
Great.
But the other thing, Suzanne, this has is something called beamforming, where once you're connected, it sees you and then it follows you. It sends a beam. So as you're walking around the house, you don't run into dead zones because it sees you're walking around with your phone and makes sure you have a stronger signal. So it's speed, it's 3,000 square feet of coverage, and then it's that beamforming technology. It's really going to change the way you use the internet nowadays.
So, man, hold up the old router. That's the vast majority. You showed us the old router. That's what you all got, and you're spending money on it every single month because you're running it from the cable company. Now you're going to buy this one time, and for years and years and years, you're going to use it, and you're going to take that back, and you're going to be able to save $8 to $10 a month just because you're not renting a router anymore, and you're going to have 33 times faster the speed. You don't even know how good it's going to be until you get it, and you're just like, boom, like, wow, I'm not making a cup of coffee and downloading something an hour later, it's awesome. All right, Joe, we got to run. Thank you. It's always good seeing you.
No problem.
I like that button. You can turn the kids off. Bink, sorry, go to bed. That's awesome. Okay, coming up next, we have our best computer deal bundle of the entire year. Yeah, wait a minute. It's not even November. That's what we normally do around Christmas. No. It's here, and it's here next.
Global Chic is all about fashion freedom, new fabrics, patterns, and soft silhouettes with spicy details. So be free. Iman Global Chic, only on HSN.
Father's Day is the perfect chance to let Dad know how much you appreciate him.
But finding that one-of-a-kind gift is not that simple. That's where we come in.
We're going to help you stay on target.
We'll keep you above par. So when it comes to Father's Day, you can go all in.
Find all your gifts for Dad this year during Father's Day Faves with Adam, Guy, and Ty. Tomorrow at 9 p.m.
Happy Pride, everyone, and continue to be who you are and live your truth.
And I'm Suzanne Runyon. Hey, just a little FYI on that Netgear, because I know it can be intimidating. You're going, oh, I haven't looked at that router in 10 years or 5 years. Give it a try. You have 30 days. And remember, you got that helpline. And I know you could be nervous about doing it, but just give it a shot. My director, Dustin, says, Dustin, you said your wife works from home and you guys keep getting dumped out of your system. Yeah, it happens weekly, and he's like, hey, and everybody's working from home. We didn't even talk about the pressure of that onto your Wi-Fi system. So anyway, just a little heads up, you got 30 days to try it out. All right, let's talk about our today's special. Let's get into it, guys. It's beautiful, and it is not November. It's not Christmas. This is Christmas came early. Computer, printer, you get it today. Look how gorgeous this is. Oh my gosh. Here's something I think it's really exciting. When you shop for your electronics with HSN, we work with some of the best brands and the best names in the world. And right here, you have one of the best, in fact, the best brand, which is HP, the most popular, not here just at HSN, but we're talking about United States of America. And you know, if I'm out to buy something, if I go to buy a new car, would I like the best brand, but sometimes we have to settle for the not so good brand because we can't afford the best brand? Well, here you're getting the best brand. You're getting HP. It is beloved by millions and millions worldwide, and we have a remarkable offer. Now, I've been blessed to do this job for more than 17 years here at HSN, and we have never ever this early in the season offered a bundle. And here's the important point. Usually we'll do a laptop and a printer bundle, and we do it in the fourth quarter, right around the holidays, because people think, oh, holiday gifts, this would be great. My kid's going, you know, needs one at college, whatever. You're starting your own business. You're working from home full time now. You really need your own system. So we wait for fourth quarter because it's holiday gift giving. We decided not to wait this year. We said, you know what, let's do this really early on because kids are coming home, then everybody's there all summer long and everybody's on your laptop or your desktop or your computer. Maybe you've needed that second printer in your house for a very long time. We said, let's do it much earlier, but here's the caveat. This is the only computer printer bundle we are doing for the rest of the entire year as a today's special. So if you're desperate for an upgraded printer, if you need a new printer, if you need a second printer in your home, grab this. Maybe you want to get the bundle and give the printer to somebody else because you need a brand new laptop. And you are getting one of the highest performing, best offers that we will do all year long. So I think that's important. Now, let me show you the colors and the options because this is important too. Your colors are the teal. I love the teal. And you have your choice of 4 colors with or without Microsoft Office, okay? So without Microsoft Office, we have all 4 colors, silver, rose gold. We have a new aubergine that's gorgeous, and we have the teal. If you want Microsoft Office now with it, your only options are the silver, the rose gold, or the aubergine, okay? So if you want that Microsoft Office included, we have 3 colors left. If you don't care about Microsoft Office, or maybe you plan to buy it later down the road by itself, then totally get the teal because we're down to just the final couple hundred. I mean, this could be the last look at the teal, but it does not come with Microsoft Office because that version already sold out. All right, there is a ton to get to. Why do you need a new laptop? Because yours is running slow. It's old. It's got peanut butter all over it. You're sick and tired of all the junk that's on it. You need more speed. You want more capability. You want a longer battery life. I mean, there's a million reasons to get this laptop, but Aaron's going to help us out to figure out what's our reason to pick this up today. So Aaron, welcome back. I know you've had a big day today, and it is always so delicious to see you.
Thank you. It's delicious to see you as well. Thank you. I certainly appreciate that. And speaking of delicious, that's a spicy little intro. It's a pretty fantastic little package that we put together. Well, there's nothing little about it, quite frankly. And as Suzanne said, it's the only time for the rest of the year. Isn't it funny, Suze, to say that in June? You know, that's something we're used to saying in October or November. But for the rest of the year, it's the last time we have planned to do printer and computer as a bundle. Of course, they're both from HP. HP is the #1 selling computer brand in America. HP is the #1 selling inkjet printer brand in America. So you're getting the absolute best of the best. I'll spend a little time, not too much time. Every other airing I've had today has been an hour long. We have about 25 minutes, so I'm going to try to truncate everything. I'll do a little bit of an overview of each, and then we'll really get going. Okay. First, on the computer, you know, the screen. I can count probably on one hand the number of times this year I've had a 17-inch screen, period. I will tell you the little antidote that I always tell when I have a screen this size. I've been at HSN for 15 years, and one of the cool things about being here is we get customer reviews, and you guys reach out and you say hi on Facebook, and you say hi to me on Instagram. I'm _Aaron Berger, AARONBERGER, or say hi to me on Facebook and ask questions. We talk. It's fun. And so I get your comments on when I sell things, right? When I sell tablets, I sell phones, I sell lots of things with screens, computers. What no one has ever said to me in 15 years is, Aaron, I wish I'd bought a smaller screen.
It's so
never,
true.
ever one time. It literally never happened, right? As soon as you know this, people many times have said, I wish I'd sized up, right? I wish I'd bought a little bit larger screen. There's not a larger screen.
Well, you know what it's like,
Aaron,
you know what it's like? It's like you have a queen size bed and you go to a nice hotel and you sleep in a king size with your partner and you're like, I can't go back. I cannot go back to that queen size.
You can never do it again.
Literally, you go buy a king size bed.
3 extra feet on every side of me. I know that is such a great analogy because it's true. You can't do every
You're
other.
so much happier. You're so much happier in the king size bed. You're like, I got all this freedom. Yes. But you're right, and this is the biggest screen we've ever offered. It's 17 inches.
That's right. So that means you're able to, for example, when you multitask, I have 14 things open here. Now, granted, you don't have, full screen views of 14 things, but lots of things open at one time, and it's really easy for me to say, oh yeah, there's, the video that I have open. Over here is that this is hsn.com. If you want to see something clear on hsn.com, you can pinch and you can zoom using your touchpad as well. So that makes the letters and the fabrics and whatever it is that you're taking a closer look at. Here's the fabric. Let's just get in really close and see more about that pink, and let's see more about the detail work that's in there. You can actually see the detail work. So having a bigger screen, that is a huge, huge thing. And I would even say that's the biggest thing, literally and figuratively, the biggest thing about the computer. But there's a lot of things really worth pointing out. Intel processor inside, number one processor company in the entire world, built in Intel processing, Intel high definition graphics as well. We will get into those in detail here very, very shortly. So Intel inside, Windows 11, the latest operating system from Microsoft built in. So that means things like, I'll give you a quick little preview. I'm going to open up widgets. This is one of the new things in Windows 11. Gives you a quick look at the weather, quick look at photos, quick look at your favorite sports scores, quick look at your stocks, those kind of things. You want it to go away, you just give it one more little tap. So there's all of these really nice convenient features. They're added in with Windows 11. Some other things, high definition webcam, check, you're good to go. Backlit keyboard. Let me just turn the keyboard off. Okay, so the keyboard is now turned off. I'm going to press one button, F4. Watch the keyboard. The angel sang, right? The lights just turned on in Manhattan. The backlit keyboard, world of difference. Biometric fingerprint reader, so you can now log into the computer just by giving it a touch. So that's a quick overview. Oh, 8 gigs of RAM. We've doubled the RAM from our standard RAM, which is 4 gigs. So that means faster online. That means faster multitasking. Huge 256 gigabyte hard drive. Mostly we sell 64 gigabyte solids. I said hard drive, I should say solid state drive. This is the step above a hard drive because there's no moving parts. It's lighter, quieter, faster. So we'll get to that. That's the computer. Just a moment on the printer. I only have a moment for the printer. It's not just a printer. You can tell me to shut up whenever I need to.
No, keep going, bud. There's so much to get to, and we got like 22 minutes, okay?
There's so much, but we can do it. We're up to the task.
We're
not new. It is printer, it is copier, it is flatbed scanner. You can even send a fax using the HP app. Great printer. To me, probably the best thing about it is it's wireless. So you can download the HP app. It's called the HP Smart app. So you can print from your phone or your tablet as well as from your computer, and you can do it all wirelessly. I messed up my display. There we go. You can do it all wirelessly. The other favorite thing about the printer is that it is HP Instant Ink compatible. With HP Instant Ink, HP Instant Ink is an ink replacement service that you join. It's as little as 99 cents a month. Most of us do the $4 to $6 plans per month, and ink comes to your door when you need it. It costs only a couple of pennies to print your pages. So we will get into that in more depth as well. But I just wanted to take a minute or two there at the very beginning for those of you who are still trying to get in to get one of the computers either that has Microsoft 365 preloaded. I will mention, like Suzanne said, if you want the teal, I know we sold out of it with Microsoft Office. If your heart is set on that, you can buy Microsoft Office for it later. When you get it home, you can go to microsoftoffice.com and you can buy it right there. Now the truth is, it's less expensive when you buy from us with Office. There's a discount. It's usually about $69 or $70 to buy it from Microsoft's site. So it's definitely discounted to buy it here. But if your heart is set on blue and your heart is set on having Office, that's just a way to get around that, the fact that we have sold out of teal with Office.
Because you could always buy it separately. Or if you already have Microsoft Office, you're good to go. You don't actually need it if you have it.
That's right.
Okay, I want to show you the teal too because it's so limited, but you've got to see the actual front of this, the keyboard itself. It's glorious. Like, this is such an awesome experience because it's just absolutely beautiful. Here, I just want to show you, I'm scrolling through, look, this is all top free apps. So I started scrolling, I thought, well, how long am I going to have to scroll here? It just goes on forever and ever and ever. And these are all the top free apps. Not all free apps, just the top free apps. So I always say, if you've got an interest like a hobby, whatever it might be, the Microsoft Office Store or the Microsoft Store is gonna have it for you. It's really amazing what you can find. Now, I do want to give you a quick update on the silver because I think this is important. If you want to pick up the silver, it is always super, super, super popular. And it looks beautiful. It's great. By the way, the case on it, the front, the keyboard is silver as well. You can kind of see it back here. We are, and if you can do me a favor, Kevin, give me an update. Okay, here we go. If you want with or without Microsoft Office, we have 200s in both of those options, and that's it. So the silver is extremely limited compared to what we started with at midnight, because it's always really popular. I'm a huge fan of the rose gold. I have a rose gold case on my phone. You know, it looks like the case, you know, the phone. Rose gold's always a great decision, but the silver now, because there's still the Microsoft option choice, and most everybody who's getting this today, they want the Office included, because it is a savings, they're grabbing that silver. So again, really, really limited. And I apologize, it's a very truncated presentation this hour, but that's fine. You can get it at home and feel secure that you've got 30 days to, I say, love it or leave it at the post office. You send it back and we refund your money. But the deal is only good until midnight, and that's it for the whole year. I did want you to do the aubergine, because if you want something really cool, very exotic looking, I thought the aubergine was really great looking. So there's the aubergine, and we'll get back to the value in just a second. We love that Intel. That's a really important name. They're #1. HP's #1, not just here at HSN, but we're talking about in the country. That is the two names you want in a computer, and you're getting it in the biggest screen we've ever offered. And then, of course, we did discuss that teal, which again is almost gone, only available in without Microsoft Office. Another key point to this is, a lot of times we'll go back to HP and say, look, this is running out. Can you give us another 300 teal to get us through the rest of the day, right? And today, unfortunately, it's a big fat no. They were like, no, you got what you got, and that's it. And guys, this is huge. Once you get your HP printer, oh my gosh, that instant ink. I've been on instant ink now, Erin, how many years? Because when instant ink was first launched, I made a really big deal of it because I print lots of full color photos on glossy paper. But when was it launched? Because you were like, yeah, instant ink's okay. It has now become the rage. Everybody wants instant ink, and you can only get it with our deal with certain HP printers, and you get 6 months of free ink, which we did not offer originally. And then for a couple bucks a month after that, you can print out full glossy, you know, 8.5 by 11 pictures if you want to, as many as you want for your deal. You don't have to, like, you remember the old day when you had to get the cartridges and you'd go, oh my gosh, I can only print out one picture, and it ate up so much ink. You could hear the ink just being eaten up, the colored ink, and then you go to get a replacement one. So you'd only print out like one little image for like a scrapbook page, right, or a gift. Now, print to your heart's galore. Like, have fun with this, because this is with this bundle, and that's another exclusive. You absolutely want to get an HP printer. Not only are they great, but that instant ink is going to save you literally the price of this entire deal. You'll make up with that, with just the ink alone, within a year or two. It's amazing. And again, Erin, do you remember when we offered instant ink to start with?
I'm looking at, so I had my phone out of it, and I was like, no, I have this huge computer right here. Why am I looking at my
Just look it
phone?
up.
I'm looking at, I know, I've looked it up before. I don't remember. It's probably been, gosh, 7 or 8 years would be my guess. Yes. I think it's about 7 or 8 years ago that HP Instant Ink started, and it's changed everything, like Suzanne said. I mean, I haven't gone to the store and bought ink since probably 2013, 2014, something like that. Ink just comes to you. You never think about it. Like, when your printer's out of ink, you're like, oh, that's cool. Good. Wow, I just got ink in the mail 2 days ago, and it cost me $4 a month. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't really affect my monthly budget. It's just, it's wonderful. Once you try it, you'll absolutely love it.
And if you've got kids in the house and they're going middle school, high school, or whatever, and they've got that project due and it's 2 a.m. in the morning, you're like, oh my God, we ran out of ink. That will never happen to you again. I'm telling you, instant ink is one of the greatest inventions ever made. It's right up there with the wheel, okay, and fire, because you never ever run out of ink, and you can just go print happy. It's so good. Yeah. Anyway, enough about instant ink. Clearly, I love it.
Crafters of America, moms of America, dads of America, in particular, office workers of America. It is extraordinary.
Business owners.
A couple of things I want to tell you guys. Business owners, certainly, you just save so much money on it and so much time. Let's do this with the computer. I have, because I've only got about 15 minutes left, something that people have really appreciated is knowing more about the processor. We've got 2 videos that we're going to show you. The first is on the Intel Celeron processor. It's a short video, so we're going to play it twice in a row. And then right after that, we have a video on the graphics, on the Intel HD graphics. We're going to show that to you as well, because there's some really important numbers in here. You have to understand, it's not just the big screen. It's the power of this computer. And sort of the foundation on which all that power is laid is the fact that this is an Intel processor. So first of all, Intel Celeron processor. The Intel Celeron is built for value, as you can tell, right, just by the price, and versatility. So the many things we do every day, your apps, your email, your streaming, your gaming, less waiting and more doing, working and playing for hours and hours. Remember, this has a 9.5-hour battery life. It is very much built, and as you'll see this again, it's built to be your everyday computer for everybody in the house, for anyone who's working from home, anyone who's going to school from home, anyone who's sort of doing like we're doing at HSN, a little bit of a hybrid, a little bit in the studio, a little bit at home. I'm obviously broadcasting to the world, right now from my home office. I want to do that with the Celeron processor, and you'll enjoy doing that with the Celeron processor. Now, I'm a numbers guy. I like to see how much better is it. Do you see this? 12 times better 3D gaming, 8 times faster high-definition video conversion. Guys, we're not saying twice as good or 3 times as good, up to 12 times better compared to a computer from just 5 years ago. Up to 8 times faster high-definition video conversion compared to a computer from just 5 years ago. How old is your laptop? If it's 3, 4, 5 years, great. If it's 6, 7, 8 years, if your computer is slow, if your computer is hot, if your computer is heavy, if the battery life goes quickly on your computer, if when you multitask it slows down, if it doesn't play movies smoothly, it's time for a new computer. This computer with Intel high-definition graphics has 12 times better 3D gaming, has 8 times faster high-definition video conversion. You should be on the line, or you should be on hsn.com ordering. If your computer is not something that you look forward to using every single day, then you're not using the right computer. If you get on your computer and you think, oh, my computer's slow, but computers are just slow. The internet is not slow. If you have high-speed internet at your house, the internet is not slow. For example, this computer has 8 gigabytes of RAM. I am running here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 13 now. I confess, some of these windows at the bottom I haven't open for a while, like the Microsoft Store. But when I open it, boom, it opens like that. I've got 13 things running. If you tried to run, how about PowerPoint? If you tried to run 13 or 14 things on your computer at one time, when you tried to open them, would it take forever? Would things crash and burn and wait and pause and hesitate? It doesn't here because it has 8 gigs of RAM. When you're online, you think the internet's slow. The internet's not slow. But if you don't have enough RAM, and we have a still we'll show you right now comparing 4 gigs of RAM to 8 gigs of RAM, the internet is not slow, but if you don't have enough RAM in your computer, then as all that information comes in from your Wi-Fi, it can't organize and support it when you don't have enough RAM. I love this analogy. Having 8 gigs of RAM, it's like having a bigger desk. On the little desk, okay, you can fit your computer, but on the big desk, you can have your computer and your books and your a cup of tea and your pencil holder, and underneath there's room for your waistband. You know how much more organized and how much more efficient you are, right? When you have a little bit more room to spread out and get your work done. RAM is a really good way to think of RAM as well. And again, 8 gigs of RAM. So my personal computer, the computer that I use every day, I'm an HP guy. I can use pretty much any computer in their assortment. It has 8 gigabytes of RAM. I think that is perfect for everyday, what I would call sort of high level, everyday computing. I never wait on my computer. My computer's fast as can be, very much based in part to that 8 gigabytes of RAM, Suzanne, that's built in.
Well, and then there's even more information. We've got a lot going on. All right, guys, I got to tell you what you're getting. Obviously, it's a laptop, biggest screen we've done. It comes with the printer, which is huge. That's so awesome. You're all set. If you're thinking about starting a new business, if you've got kids coming home from the summer and you just hate it when everybody's on your printer, they've been at school. If you have somebody going into high school or going into college and they're going to need a whole setup, this is it for the entire year. We will not offer another more important deal than this for the rest of the year. And a lot of you say, well, you know what? I was thinking about getting it at Christmas time, and this is usually the bundle we will do at Christmas. This is the price we do at Christmas time because people want the whole shebang. We will not do that. We actually accelerated that, decided to do it earlier. Kids are coming home for the summer from college. You've got the kids home from school. They want to do their projects. You want to keep them busy. Maybe you're learning online. A lot of people have chosen to have their kids learn online as opposed to attending school. You've got to have a really great computer computer, and you gotta have a printer to be able to do that. This is it, you guys, and today only. That's really crucial. Now, if you wanna use your HSN card, Zuli, or Q card, we can give you 12-month VIP financing, and that's awesome. It's kind of like 12 months of FlexPay. You sort of spread your payments out over 12 months. So grab that card without Office. It's $50 a month. With Office, it's $54.16. So that's an option right now. I've got to layer in, it's free shipping. Do you see what we crossed out on that screen? It's little teeny font. $18, almost $19, because we're going to ship it absolutely free. You don't have to go to a store. You don't have to wait in line somewhere. It's coming to you free. And I want to show you the value equation, because I know we're moving pretty quick in this presentation, but it's massive. If you are buying this with Office, right now you're saving $650. Without Office, you're saving $570 real dollars. Because again, you can see you will also, both systems get a great voucher that has extra goodies with it too. And I know Aaron's got to talk about that. He's got a list of things right now. But just to give you an example, the Smart Friend 2-year service, the value of that alone is $365. Just one of multiple things you're getting, plus you're getting 1 year accidental protection, 3 years of Find My Computer. And I would love, Aaron, if you can, to kind of explain that, because that is a bonus value that only comes once again with this bundle.
Yeah, so one of the things to know is that HP is the #1 selling brand at HSN. For all the great things, all the great kitchen and fitness and beauty and fashion that HSN sells, the #1 selling brand at HSN is HP. And that keeps us at HP awake at night, because everyone would like to switch position. Everyone would like to be the #1 selling brand at HSN, quite frankly. So what we do is we keep just trying to improve and improve and improve and bring things that are, you see over here where it says, this is new and this is also exclusive. You can only find this at HSN. The only place where we do this HP 123 program is HSN and QVC, sister networks. So to just quickly go over what that is, it's the judgment-free IT support program. 1 year of accidental damage protection means if you drop your computer, crack your computer, if you spill something on your computer, if your dog knocks your computer off your coffee table or your kid, whatever, it doesn't matter. HP will repair with original HP parts or will replace entirely your computer for a full year. Okay, so that's #1. That's for a full year. #2, 2 years of HP Smart Friend. HP Smart Friend means any question you have, you get your computer home and you go, oh, Aaron said there are backlit keys. I don't know how to turn them on. F4, press F4, but you don't have to remember that. Maybe you don't try your backlit keys for 60 days. Fine, doesn't matter. Anytime you have a question, you call the toll-free number, ask them, how do I use widgets, whatever. How do I get into the Microsoft Store? It's right on your taskbar here at the bottom. You just go right down here and you go click, and you're in the Microsoft Store. So it's these. I'm giving you simple examples. There's no question too big. There's no question too small. The folks at HP are there to answer your question for 2 full years, and then you get 3 years of Find My HP, which Helen Keeney, one of our show hosts, calls LoJack for your computer. And what that means is if you lose your computer, if your computer is stolen, if you don't know where you left it, I don't know, I was traveling, did I leave it in the hotel room? Did I leave it at the gym? Whatever. We can help you find it. There's something built into your computer that for the next 3 years will help you find your HP if you can't find it. By the way, that 1 year accidental damage is good on your printer as well. And the 2 years HP Smart Friend are good on your, I don't know if I just said computer or printer, but I meant to say printer. They're good for both. Find My HP is only good on your computer. I don't think you're going to lose your printer. I think you're going to know where your printer is. But the other things are good for everything, for the whole package here today, Suzanne.
Well, and I wanted to show you too on my computer, just because we do have so much. You're getting Windows 11. That is the latest operating system. Yeah. And I want you to see, I'm watching a video about Windows 11 on here. Notice how incredible the picture is. Like, the screen on this is breathtaking. So that's going to be one of your favorite things, and it's really rich and saturated and so incredibly clear. You get the Windows 11. Again, this is a video talking about it, but look at the fluidity of it. Look at that, how fast things are happening. It's not like it's stuttering, trying to catch up with itself, which many computers, even that are a couple years old, are gonna do that. You're also getting great technology. You're getting that new, fresh perspective of Windows 11. You're getting the Intel performance inside here. You're getting the printer bundle to go with it, and all of that just for today only. That's so important. Now, as we roll into the evening couple of hours, and we only have a couple hours left for this offer, please remember this deal ends straight up at midnight, and it doesn't go up $10. It goes up substantially. Without Office is going to go to over almost $800 when we hit midnight tonight. And guess what? It's really funny. we'll sell some of these tomorrow too. We really will, because people still at its full price know this is an amazing offer. So build all this in, then add 6 months of ink. You will get instant ink for a full 6 months, and then each month it's only a couple of bucks, and you choose what level of instant ink you want. That's included in our bundle. You get the $356 worth of the 1, 2, 3 system. We even give you extra goodies like Hallmark print edition, which is really fun. I saw you made a Father's Day card for Adam a little earlier. Yeah. You get that included with the voucher. It is truly a phenomenal deal. Now, once again, I want you to take a look at the silver, because unfortunately we will be saying goodbye to the silver here pretty soon. In the silver, I have about 150 left with 2 choices, with or without office. We also have that available in the rose gold and the aubergine. If you want the teal, which is the 4th one you're seeing here in the back, I only have it without office. And either if you have office, you're good to go, don't worry about it, or you can always pick up a Microsoft Office a little bit later. So in the without office for the teal, I have 250 total to get us through the rest of the night. We're doing a really truncated presentation. I know we have a couple more looks at it later on, but the silver and that teal without office, those could be sold out by the time we get to midnight. I believe they will be, and then really the last couple of choices will be your rose gold and that new aubergine. So it's time. You know, maybe it's time to say, you know what, I really do want to get a brand new computer, because if yours is even a couple of years old, the demands on your computer are becoming higher and higher, and if you have an older computer, it's just getting slower and slower, or junked up, or it's a hot mess. Maybe you just have decided, you know what, I'm going to work from home now permanently. A lot of people are doing that. You've got to have a really good system. So now you've got your printer and you've got your computer, and we're giving you one of the best offers we've ever done. This whopping 17-inch. It is a wonderful experience, full-size keyboard, beautiful system from HP with that Intel, with a printer included, with the extra ink for 6 months free. That's amazing in and of itself. And this new system will quickly pay for itself, because you're going to be able to get things done more efficiently and faster, and you're getting so many freebies included with it. I know, Aaron, we've got a few more things to go over. Can you do a 360 on it? Because I know we're about out of time.
Yeah. Yeah, I can do. Actually, probably the best way to do it, we have 2 stills that we can pop up, and I'll go through these stills really quickly, and they go through all of the ports and all the extras and all of those sort of things. So we start with the HP Truevision Camera. There's a video camera, built-in high-def camera. Of course, you have the option for a year of Microsoft 365. That's Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, Access, OneNote, and Publisher. 17.3-inch, great big high-definition display. The backlit keyboard that I was showing up earlier, so it's easy to see the keys under all lighting conditions. It's lightweight, only weighs 4.5 pounds, has a 9.5-hour battery life, all-day battery life. There's a spot to plug in earbuds if you want. Bluetooth is built in too, so you can go wireless there. There are both USB-C, 1 USB-C port and 2 USB-A ports. There's an HDMI port to send high-definition video and audio with 1 cable. We'll hop to the next still. Intel ultra high definition graphics, up to 12 times faster 3D gaming, up to 8 times faster high definition video conversion. These are big numbers. Intel processor built in. We've doubled the RAM as relative to the normal amount of RAM on our computers for faster work online, better multitasking. A large solid state drive, lighter, quieter, and faster because of that solid state drive. Fingerprint reader. Maybe we could show that as the very last thing. We have a little video. And it's really cool. And I tell you what I love about the fingerprint reader. If your computer has a fingerprint reader, then it has overlooked nothing. You know, that is like one of the last cherries that we can put on top. And we'll show you that video if we have a sec. What it means is you've got 5 fingers, right? You've got your fingers, you have individual fingerprints. The computer screen that you're looking at right now is locked. Instead of putting in a code or a password, I just take my pointer finger, touch that biometric fingerprint reader, and that unlocks the computer for you. I'm logging out of the computer again, because one of the really cool things about the fingerprint reader is when you set it up, it's really easy. When you first turn your computer on, it will ask, do you want to set up the fingerprint reader? And it'll ask, do you want to set up for more than 1 finger? So I did. So not only using my pointer finger, you'll see here, using my thumb, again, the screen is locked, but boom, and now you're logged into your computer. That's just indicative, Suzanne, of all of the great technology that's built throughout your new HP.
And it's so true, Aaron, too. I mean, this is such a great bundle. And just as a quick reminder, this is the only time we're offering it for the rest of the year. Usually we save this for fourth quarter and people go crazy because you're getting two things, the printer and the computer. We've decided to do it early because we know kind of our demands need that now. Our lifestyles are really expanding to working home from more, doing more from home, staying home more. This is an awesome time to be able to pick it up because it ain't happening again the rest of the year. All right, Aaron, thanks. We will see you at 10 o'clock for a full presentation. It was great seeing you as always.
My pleasure. Thank you, Suzanne.
All right, guys, too, I do want to mention we've got it set up over there. I don't know if you guys can show it real quick. Yeah, thanks, guys. Here it is. We've got a really cool laptop stand. It's on sale. And this is really neat because whether you're standing up and want to work or you want to actually sit in your couch and scooch it up, it has a multitude of ways that you can kind of angle it to make it the most comfortable position to be able to work on. And it's on sale for $14.99. Our original price was $46.99. I do not know how many colors we have left whatsoever. I apologize. Do you, Kevin? Oh good, we have all 6 colors. Oh great, and it's really clever because there's a little mouse pad, a little attachment, and it's made of metal. This is not just a kind of chintzy little plastic thing. So if you want to stand up and work or sit down or sit on a couch and get comfortable, maybe it's in a bed and work on your laptop or even read a magazine, it's pretty cool. All right, coming up next, we're gonna head to the kitchen. We've got everything on sale, so stay with me.
With the power of HP from HSN, reinvent how you work, how you play, how you live. Technology that makes life better for everyone, everywhere, and deals designed for every budget. HP on HSN and at hsn.com. Perlier is an Italian bath and body company rich in history and tradition, never far from where it started. Perlier is old world skills mixed with modern day science. Driven by a focus to treat skin with the best ingredients, Perlier continues to develop innovative new lines while staying true to